Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Odin Sphere, Leifdrasir. In the last episode... God, it's been so long I don't even remember. I do believe we fought the ghost of the person we already killed, and we freed our father from basically what is essentially mind control. Now, why don't we talk to a couple people here now that we are back in our lovely husband's home.
You're so irresponsible. You didn't say where you went. I was nervous.
Well, you know what? I am an independent woman who don't need no man.
He'd be very distressed.
Well, you know what? That's okay. Maybe we'll be helping him out in the future anyway.
No, not yet.
What? Where is Oswald anyway?
He's the only thing on your mind lately.
Not at all.
But he does seem to be rather late.
I wonder what's going on with him. Alright, so... I do believe last time I showed off the Puka village. We can do a whole bunch of stuff at the Puka village, but I don't really feel like it right now. Also, just a small little bit of an annoyance. If you just get a new material, they're gonna kind of force you to use it. So just get something low level, like a level 1 material, and just use an onion. It's okay. Shine is kind of useless until we get to a later area, but for now, it's pretty much just a blinding spell. Now let's see here. All right, level 22 up. That's not bad. Welcome to the Volkenon lava pit, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go.
Please tell me, where is he gone?
He went to the Fire Kingdom to fulfill a promise he made to the king there. He's been gone for some time now. Something may have happened.
To fulfill a promise? What is happening in the Fire Kingdom? My heart aches with each passing day. I cannot bear it. I cannot wait like this.
The great King Onyx is just ahead.
Welcome, Princess of Ragnarok.
It has been a while, Your Majesty.
You are as beautiful as ever. 'Tis always a pleasure to welcome you to our kingdom. This way, please. Allow us to entertain you.
Your Majesty, I have come here seeking answers. I have heard that my husband Oswald has come to this land. Are you aware of this?
As much as I would like to say that I am not, I cannot lie in the face of such beauty. He is certainly here. He is fighting for me.
Fighting?
Yes, against a dragon that is terrorizing our country. Some say that this dragon is Leviathan, the one mentioned in the prophecies concerning the world's end. Our fire and our swords have had no effect on this newborn dragon. I thought his Belder Reaver may have some effect. But since I have heard no news, I assume it was useless as well.
Why Oswald?
You may not know this, but King Odin had already promised your hand to me. It would have helped unify both our countries. But your father went back on his word, and instead gave you to that tortured soul. In compensation for letting the issue drop quietly, Oswald made me a promise. He vowed to fight for his life on my behalf whenever I asked.
Oswald did this for me?
He may die. He may even already be dead. I can void our agreement and save him, if you will be my bride. It's up to you, Gwendolyn. As long as you become mine.
Inferno King, you are no different than the men back home. I am not an object.
What? Get her, Vulcans! Capture her, but don't harm her.
Yeah, so something I actually wanted to talk about. This is the first place we can get these habaneros, which are kind of super useful for cooking later on, and you'll see why. There's a small exploit that I'll probably be showing off with Gwendolyn. So, first things first, our first battle stage. So most of the enemies here actually have fire-based abilities. So I would highly recommend, if you have a fireproof charm of any strength, it doesn't really matter, I would highly recommend using it, because you'll just end up taking a ton less damage in the long run. Especially if you're playing on like a lower difficulty. Pretty much the only thing that can hurt you is the status effects. Poison, burn, you know, stuff like that. Even frost, kind of on a lower degree. They're really what hurt you. So, as you can see, these kind of lizard dudes, not that difficult. Very easy in the beginning. Let's see here. We got a Napple Seed and have a... come here, you habanero. It's so weird to say that, because I'm so used to saying habanero. Alright. Also, this flight speed upgrade is kind of the best. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. If it weren't for that... Wait, let's just break these rocks real quick. If it weren't for that ability, it would just be so annoying to be most of these characters... Well, most of these characters have like a movement speed increasing ability. Gwendolyn's just happens to be the one that's like most interesting to me, since she can just kind of glide for a huge distance, and she can even glide slightly upwards if you do it right. Let's see. Yeah, so you can kind of glide up when you change directions. Oh god. Also, these little fire elementals, be very careful. They're kind of what... Yeah, they're what light you on fire. And if you're on fire, basically just roll around for a little bit. Oops. Roll around for a little bit, and you'll see that the meter will decrease a ton faster. So it's just kind of a more useful way of, you know, being unburned. Especially since there's no actual, like... Dang it, did I really get burned again? There's no real cure for burning. You just have to just let it wear out, really. Okay, I'm carrying mulberry seeds, huh? And we got a small key. You have no idea what this opens yet, but that's okay. And let's see, got some cheese, a material. I feel like I should probably start throwing materials together at this point. Yeah, because I have a ton of just level 1 materials. So let's see. Boom, 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 boom. I'll put one more 3. Make it a 4. And that'll do. That'll do. That's good enough for me. Let's see. Let's go to the rest area. So, at least we'll be able to teleport back here if we need to at any time. I don't think we have any new recipes, so I don't think it's really worth... Yeah. I don't think it's really worth going and calling upon our cookie friend. But, let's see here. I kind of want to plant a grape seed. I don't remember how much they require. 14? That's fine. That'll be enough. That way we can get the excess phosons. And I'll just start throwing them onto my weapon. And probably between now and the next episode. Grapes. And actually, I think I should probably eat some. I didn't realize how much health I had actually taken. Health damage I took. It goes to show just how bad the status ailments in this game can actually hurt you. So yeah, pay attention to your life. All right, I don't care about you, Goblin Man. Let's see. Oh wait, I can actually go to. What am I doing? I can go get that treasure in that other area. There's actually 2 treasure boxes there. So let's see here. All right, perfect. Come here, Carrotman. Alright, small... Oh, sweet, you got some cooler. Now, cooler is another kind of really useful thing if you're... Yeah, let's use the small key. So it turns out this is kind of the thing that would... What is the recipe? It's a text archive. Yeah, for sorbet. Napple sorbet. We don't have napples yet, so we have to wait a little bit, but pretty useful overall. Anyway, like I was saying before. Oh my god, my brain is so all over the place, especially this late at night. What was I saying before? God. Did I really just forget, like, immediately what I was talking about? God, I'm so forgetful. Jeez. It's probably not that important. Alright, new enemy type. So these guys right here, you want to be very careful. You'll notice that they stay a little bit after they're defeated. Well, that little explosion they do after they die, it can actually knock you back incredibly far and also light you on fire. So you really want to be careful to not get hit by them. I think, yeah, Volcanes, I think is what they're called. Boom. Oh god, wait! Eventually, they're going to start crowding the stage, and then literally every time you defeat one, you have to kind of pay attention to where they are at your feet. It becomes a little annoying, but overall, it's okay. Not too hard to deal with. We got a cream stew recipe. That's not so bad. Let's see. And we got some milk. Alright. I believe we're going to get... Oh, yeah. Here comes the first mini-boss. I'm going to end up taking a huge bunch of hits there for no real reason. Now, the problem with these bosses, I believe they can't be frozen? Though I could be wrong. No, they can be frozen. Alright, good. So, at every opportunity you get, you should really try and freeze them. Especially since it slows down their movement speed, it makes it much easier to predict. I think they're just resistant to freezing, which is why they move only a bit slower instead of fully freezing. Alright. And that vampire trinket is really coming in handy. Oh, am I out? Oh god. Come on, give me more phosons! I need them! Let me cast my magics! Come on. Alright, now let's take out the salamanders while we have a chance. Getting a little bit of extra Phozon is always useful, especially since that's how your magic replenishes, which is something I don't think I explained earlier in the game. Your Phozons kind of do replenish as long as you... I'm sorry, your magic meter replenishes as long as you get Phozons. It doesn't really replenish naturally like your POW meter, so you have to be a little bit careful about how you use your magic spells, as opposed to your, you know, your POW meter spells, which you can just kind of throw out at any time you want. And we got a couple new items. Shrimp, an apple seed, and we got an adversity ring. Which I don't actually remember what it does, so I guess we should take a look at it. Let's see. I guess I could replace the ancient crystal, and wow, I had a way better power stone. Why the heck did I not use that? Let's see. The adversity stone increases our running speed. Yeah, as HP decreases, damage increases by max to 24% up, with running speed up by 5%. That's not bad, but I prefer the Power Stone, actually. Doing overall damage and having more POW meter, very, very useful, especially because it allows you to kind of spam all of your good POW meter-based attacks. Yeah, just a better thing overall. Now, let's see. So this is our current level, so if anything, we should probably be a little bit nervous about this. Oh god, this is going to be difficult. I can already feel it. Maybe I should have leveled up more between episodes. Maybe I'll do that off camera. Who knows? We'll see. Now. Oh, dang it. Caught me in the middle of my strike. And I'm on fire! Wait, is that my neutral right now? Why is it? That's so weird. I'm going to have to adjust my my abilities soon, but that's fine. We should also kind of check what we need to kind of keep on moving on. Come on. End the combo with that. God, these... Okay, the one thing I actually really hate are the elementals, because I feel like even though they're easy to kill, they're incredibly obnoxious because they get in the middle of you and the other enemies, and end up kind of making you lose combo. I mean, to be fair, combo is not exactly the hardest thing in the world to get up, but it's just annoying when you get knocked back and lit on fire in the middle of a combo where you're doing super good. So we got our first alchemy based on habaneros. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce them anyway. Let's see. We want to get that lantern. I feel like that lantern's going to be useful. So, but let's go the long way around. Should be okay. Some rocks over here. Now, fun fact about these rocks. You can actually get a spirit stone here as many times as you want. So, if you decide to come back later on, you can actually Here, let me just eat some food right now. If you come back later on, you can actually kind of farm it out for selling. Though they don't really give you that much back, so, you know, farm at your own risk, I guess. Let's see here. You know what? I think I probably will stop by Marie's place and just do a whole bunch of grinding between now and the boss, probably. Considering I'm going to be here for like another, what, probably 30 minutes at most. It's probably a good idea just to get a little bit stronger. Alright. Super easy. And then here comes the introduction of the large elementals, something that I actually didn't go over because there weren't actually that many large elementals back in the winter area. Whereas most elementals kind of get destroyed by one hit, the larger elementals, if you're at the same level or lower, require multiple hits. So you got to be careful because they can light you on fire and they can do massive damage. So just be careful. Oh my god, I need to start dropping some useless garbage. Garbage, garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. And worst case scenario. Why do I... You know what? Here's a good question. Why in the world do I have so little space, actually? Well, I mean, there has to be a bag upgrade around here somewhere, so I'm sure that'll be alright. Let's see. Let's go for the chest first and then get the flame. I think the flame is actually a key, if I'm not mistaken. So, we'll see. I've been kind of trying to keep myself in the dark about this game as much as possible, so that way I can be surprised later on. Oh, nothing. Yeah, these guys are super easy. The lizards don't really do much in the way of actual combat, so you can kind of just take them out incredibly easily if you're savvy enough. So let's go the other way. Dude. Alright, so this is where things get interesting. This boss. I hate this boss so much. And I ended up farming her out because eventually there's a point where you can kind of fight two of these for let's just say reasons. I don't want to spoil the reasons, at least not at this point, but it's incredibly easy to just kind of destroy them later on, but right now their attacks are incredibly sweeping. They eventually have this incredibly annoying, I don't know how to describe it. They just kind of become invincible and go around the screen in its entirety, and I think it might actually be starting. Please no, please no. Okay. This move. So, she's kind of invincible right now. The good old chicken rider. No. This isn't the move. You'll notice it. The Phoenix will be lit on fire. The rider will also be kind of on fire as well, and they'll be dropping huge fire pillars that you can't avoid. It's just kind of pure suffering if you don't know what you're doing. And luckily, I do. But, oh god, wait. Dang it. Still hit me even in the charge up. Like this. Oh god, I gotta get out of here. Alright. It's not this charge, but that charge does kind of leave a fire trail, so you should be careful. Luckily, the spears do knockback damage. It's a good way to stun lock if you're looking for an easy way. Also, as the fight goes on, she will get slightly stronger, so be careful. Also, be wary of any, like I said before, be wary of fire attacks. Jeez, really? Really? Did they just full cast an entire spell just now? Alright. This is what happens when you're a little bit underleveled, I guess. Come on. Yes, okay. She got knocked down. So, knocking them down usually does interrupt most of their spell casting, so you gotta be a little bit careful. Yeah. You know what? I probably should have came into this with probably a little bit of a higher level. And I won't make that mistake again. As you can see, this is the first time we actually got lower than an A on one of our actual rankings. It goes to show how important matching your level to the enemy is. So don't just think it's don't just think you can ignore it. Yeah, nice and interrupted. Let's spam it one more time. No, not enough power. Alright, and she's down. Whew. Long boss fight. Alright, we're doing good. Luckily, I leveled up during that fight, which gave me kind of all my stuff back. Or maybe I heal. Well, maybe the heal did enough. It doesn't matter. I'll be sure to come back and kind of get pure S on all these different areas. I'm getting close to the end of the episode, so I do want to be a little bit careful. But before I end off, I do want to at least find where our next Phozon skill crystal thing is. Let's see. Broken bridge next to the key. Clash fall. Alright, and this one's a actual battle. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this one's kind of like crazy the way it's shown. Not here, but I think it's actually underneath. Let's see. Dang it. Is it here? Yeah. So here's where that secret is. And now that we got the Phozon Prism, I can probably just teleport back. It'll be a little easier. Well, let's see what we got. We got Pain Feather, a thing I'm never going to use. Which is kind of sad, because it's not a bad move if you know what you're doing. Scatter feathers that inflict the freezing effect while dodging, which is pretty useful, actually. But the problem is it's an active skill. If it were just kind of like one of those skills that made it so that... If it were like a passive skill, and every time you dodge, you just have like a small freezing feather, it would be so much more useful. But having it be active kind of makes it a little bit hard to use. But that's okay. It's not the biggest deal. I want to collect as many of those Habanero stones as I can. Let's see here. Now, actually, I think we can just drop down, right? Let's see. Boop. Well, yeah, that happened. Where am I going? I don't really remember. Okay, so I can just teleport right there. Let's do that. Shall we? Boom. Alright, so I think I'll end it off here. So, see you guys in the next episode, where we will probably be taking on the boss and maybe something more. We'll end up seeing. These stages are going to get a little bit longer, so I might end up having to make these 3 instead of just 2 episodes. Who knows? So, in the meantime, I'll see you later, everybody.